Hi, everybody, and welcome to Beyond Politics. The hot topic for this week is the budget speech. It's a very, very revealing document, and it just made me reminisce over the past when I was involved in politics from, when was it, 2014, when I voted for the first time ever. Before 2014, like many of you, I'm sure, I did not vote. I believed that politics was absolutely futile, still is. However, I think I found a way to use the system against itself, and that's why I started OWN. But before we get into all of that, I think it's important to realize a realization I made when I was involved with the opposition party of South Africa. And that is the main parties in this country are pretty much all funded by the same people, and they are designed to just absorb different demographics. You got the religious, you got the conservative, you got the liberal, and you've got the communist. And pretty much serve a function to control people, to placate people, and to keep them from taking action and taking their power back. That is what politics does for most countries, and it works. And right now we have the GNU with a whole bunch of parties that have decided to work together, but it's not really working because they're all just buying down to whatever the ANC says. And it just shows you that there's no real voice for the people of South Africa.
There's no official opposition, really.
No, there is no official opposition. Just like many people have said, it's two wings of the same bird. Well, that is correct. And I think specifically the DA's role has always been, and I realized that when I was a member, was, and I'm not anymore for many, many years, I realized that they're just to placate the taxpayers, that specific voter base. And it definitely works. And when we see how the leader of the opposition party, who's not an opposition party anymore, a coalition party, responds to the budget speech, it's clear that all they know what to do is dance around the legal system, or is using, oh, we'll just take this to court, oh, we'll just take that to court, and that it actually has no teeth. There's no, it's a party with no teeth, with no ability to actually mobilize members to achieve what is necessary to make this country work. And we're going to go into the budget speech, not in too much detail. We'll highlight the most important parts, but it's important to note that the solution to all the problems we face in this country is not some political party or some leader or some coalition coming to save you while you just sit on your butt and earn your salary and carry on with your life. It's actually going to take the action of all of us, the mobilized, organized action of every single South African who cares about the future of this country to actually do something. And I don't think we're at that point yet. I actually think people need to suffer a lot more before they actually feel that fire burning to actually do something. And this article, if it doesn't wake you up slightly to the fact that this government and the nature of government will destroy you if left out of control, then I don't know what will.
Well, we actually posted this on our Telegram channel last night, so you can go and read all the dismal details there. And if you don't understand what it means, we will break it down for you in a more complete breakdown video, and you can look forward to that. But to me, the main takeaway was John Steenhuisen, like a squid brakkie. You know, he's enjoying that ministerial position of his. He's enjoying the money, the income, and him just absolutely like a squid brakkie saying that we've made so many compromises on Bella, screwed us over, on so many other things, screwed us over. And if you think about it, the Democratic Alliance, if they really have a voter base that means something, they can do to this country what they want. They can change the government if they want. They have enough voters. If the voters are willing to act, exactly what you said earlier, you need an active voter base, not just hire a crowd, which I've literally seen in the past many years ago as a DA member, them doing. It is all a show, and it's to placate you so that more of your taxpayers' money can be taken. And Steenhuisen said directly on national TV, we've made all these compromises and now we want something. The ANC will give you nothing. It's the first thing you need to understand as John Steenhuisen, that you are being used and you are using your electorate, and the people are leaving you in droves. And what we are saying is, if there's no system change, it doesn't matter what other party you run to, unless it's for system change, nothing will get better in this country.
And meaningful change. Yeah. People can cry wolf, cry system change, and not actually implement it properly. But anyway, let's get into it. So there is going to be a VAT hike. I'm sure most of you have seen the threats in the news leading up to this point of a 0.5% and another 0.5% next year. And I don't think most people can afford that. I know people personally that are suffering terribly because of finances, because of inflation, because of interest rates, because of unemployment, because of the economy just not surviving a big, bloated, and ineffective government.
There we go. Now that's a big elephant in the room. They did nothing to downsize government. Nothing to downsize government. And Steenhuisen said that we accepted your large cabinet and all the other things. Well, they've got positions within that large cabinet.
Yes, and that's why I don't believe any political party with the current seat in government right now would actually call for the downscale. And that's the only thing we need, is for government to get less powerful and smaller. And then we'll see communities start to thrive.
To me, the biggest stat from all of this is that 22 cents in every tax rand now, it used to be 20, will be spent on paying back the interest on debt, people. The interest on debt.
Yes,
Understand what that means.
that is insane. So yeah, it says Treasury is desperately seeking more money to help SA's debt burden, which has spiraled from below 2 trillion a decade ago to closer to 6 trillion, or more than 76% of GDP. That is not sustainable. And then
A lot of people say the US is worse, so we're actually in a...
It doesn't
okay, so
matter.
it's
We shouldn't
crazy.
compare. We can be a powerhouse in this world.
Yeah.
We have so much potential. There need not be anyone living without water and electricity. There need not be anyone living without a piece of their own land. We have enough resources and enough space. We just have a terrible management problem. So yeah, our debt is a fortune. 6 trillion is an incomprehensible amount of money. But on top of it, let's just talk about SARS quickly. And this is where, the government sees, oh, we're in trouble, we need money. Let's exploit the very people
taxpayers
that are paying a tax.
So they have literally given SARS 4 billion rand extra money, as Kieswetter said, to go and use AI to find those that they can still get tax money from. So Kieswetter sees a lot of money sitting there that they are already owed. And he says, the people owe the state. And I want you to understand what this man is saying. It's like the state owns that money and they must just extract it from the people. Understand how he sees the state and you. Your role is to just work your butt off and make money for the state. And this is the sum total of the reason for you still existing in this country, is so that you can fund that monster. And Steenhuisen's not going to change it. Helen Zille's not going to change it. Guyton McKenzie's not going to change it. None of these people are going to change it. Julius Malema certainly not. He wants to own all the land in the country. So just understand the situation we're in. And what Steenhuisen should be doing is asking for their electorate, unless he doesn't believe in them or what you say is actually true, to rise up and stop this nonsense. That's what he should be doing. And he has enough people that vote for the DA to do exactly that. But what they are doing is they're playing politics, and they're going to say now, oh, we're not going to pass the budget in Parliament. But if the DA works with the ANC and they get their compromises, whatever that is, a small little sweetie, a half-cent sweet, then they will pass the budget.
Lovely. So that's our situation. Just remember what Des says is actually very relevant. The government believes we owe them. That money belongs to them. The government is, or people in the government, all the people that make up government, irrelevant of which party they belong with or which party they're aligned with, believe that they don't owe the people anything.
Yeah.
That we owe them. And that's something very important to take note of. And please go visit our website, beyondpolitics.co.za, join the mailing list, sign up to CET as Citizens Empowerment Training, because I believe the CET is the first step towards getting your power back and being able to collectively, all of us, do something when governments just hold too much power over the people of South Africa.
Yeah, and when elections come around again, support a party that actually wants to change the system, that is serious about system change, to change the way things work, the order of things, and actually make sure that citizens are actually empowered, that they are self-reliant. Because in this country, The entire government wants to make you as reliant on them as possible because that gives them power.